Hey, Eddie Hochschlag here. Happy holidays, Merry Christmas from Natural Health. Tonight we're going to be going over our holiday cookbooks. Especially we're going over the Christmas one a little bit here. And at Natural Health, we look at a couple of things with our research and development team here at Natural Health. We've been looking at a lot of these great recipes, and they taste wonderful. So that's one thing we're going to be looking at is they're tasting very good. We're also going to find out that they're very, very easy to make. We do this and we have a lot of different recipes that we eat and get a little experience with the samples that we've got going on. So they're very easy to make, and also we're looking at healthy, of course. We're at Natural Health here. So a couple of things that we're looking at, always we're looking at the nutritional side, the physical side, as well as the emotional side here. And up first with the nutritional side when it comes to the holiday eating and getting into things is that eliminating the sugar. We find ourselves eating a lot of sugar throughout the holidays. We might gain some weight or anything down those lines. So the recipes that we have for you, we've substituted it. And a good thing that we look at is stevia, and it works very, very well for all of our recipes. So we continuously keep that up, and we'll go over a couple at the end here. But another one that we're looking at too is the combination rule, as it kind of relates to having the carbs last. When we're looking at this combination, when we're eating these foods, we find ourselves mixing proteins and carbs together, and it seems to spike insulin up much, much more. So if we try to limit the sugar, of course, but when we're eating, maybe we have our meats, our main meals, relax, enjoy the company, enjoy the family that we have around, and then maybe get into those carbs a little bit if we have ourselves in a situation of a blood sugar issue. The next one that we got coming up is the physical. Now we're looking at more of the relax part of things. We're looking at the rest and digest, and we can look at this as the parasympathetic dominance case here. And that's what it's going for. It's resting and it's digesting. So if we're finding ourselves eating a really delicious meal, let's find ourselves relaxing as well. We can relax and we can enjoy this meal, and this will bring us to a good case if we find ourselves a time that we can have a nice little walk with our family. Today is a beautiful December day. It's not too cold and not snowing a whole lot at all yet. But when we find ourselves in this nice relaxed case and a physical standpoint, we can really absorb a lot more nutrients in this case, and we can find ourselves just enjoying the meal much, much more. The last one we're looking at here is the emotional part, and that kind of goes hand in hand, I think, with the relaxed case, because if we're more present and we're enjoying our meal, then we can find ourselves being much more appreciated of it. And now we find ourselves in a case of an emotional standpoint. If we're not so present, we're thinking about, what's going to be going on, next week or next year kind of thing. We get ourselves get maybe in more of that sympathetic case, and that's more fight and flight. So if we find ourselves getting back in more of that relaxed state, being present with this meal, being present with our family and friends, enjoying our Christmas season, then we can really get ourselves in a nice holiday season here. Now, a couple of things that we've got going on recipe-wise. We are designing a lot more recipes for you guys. We've got a lot of these different areas. You may not see it, so I'll read them off for you real quick. We got breakfast, entrees, sandwiches, soups, salads, side dishes, snacks, salad dressings. We got some sauces. We've got some spices and seasonings, desserts, drinks, and we got some as well. Now we're making this recipes much, much more. We're adding a lot more going on here, but we've got two cookbooks for you ready to go. We had one in Thanksgiving with the theme of going more turkey and anything down those lines. So we actually made a whole different one down here. This is our Christmas one, and we have it at naturalhealthquincy.com. So if you go over here, it's going to be in the middle of recipes. You can download this cookbook, and you can enjoy a lot of these recipes that we have for you that are limited in sugar, that are very easy to make, and of course they're healthy. And a couple of ones we're going to be looking at this is the recipe book that we have going. And the big one I just pointed out is like stuffed mushrooms. Very, very delicious, but it could be possibly put it more on the carb side of things. But what we're doing here is we're just having some basic ingredients, but they're very easy to make and it's very healthy. So we're just looking at bacon, mushrooms, cream cheese, paprika powder, and the simple ingredients. I mean, you're frying up the bacon, you're using a lot of that bacon grease also to kind of get something with those mushrooms, and then cook them up, throw the stuff in there, and then cook it back up again, and you got yourself a really good side dish for your holidays. Now, if you want to kind of indulge a little bit, try to limit and get those combinations a little bit spaced out apart. Enjoy the family. Get yourself diving in some fudge bars here. Now, this is limiting in sugar, and we look at these ingredients here. We got walnuts, we got nut butter, and what we're looking at here is kind of staying away from that sugar as we're going with stevia. And we can also do maple syrup. It works just as well. It tastes just as good, and it's just as easy to make. And it's healthier when we come to eating more of the fudge bars of things. And of course, we got our almond milk, almond flour, and a little splash of vanilla just to kind of keep the holiday season rolling. And yet again, very easy to make. We got four little procedures here, and one of them is really just melting chocolate chips. And the chocolate chips that we always like is Lily's. There's many different types of chocolate chips out there that really have the base of stevia in it rather than just sugar. Like I said, sugar is going to help out. Or it's going to be in that case of if we're going to have some of the sugar with our meats and everything, if you combine those together, it's going to spike insulin up a little bit more. So let's just kind of keep those going there. And that's really all we've got going on. We've got so many great recipes out there for you. Like I say, we've got one for our Thanksgiving recipe, but we also got one for our Christmas one. And we're continuously to keep up that recipe page for you so we can have much, much healthier recipes for you. And we can just have fun making them. It's a fantastic time. Like I said, our research and development team here is doing a fantastic, and they're having fun with it. We're enjoying it so much more with a lot of the recipes. So next Health Shop will be next year. We're going at January 4th. We're still finalizing our schedule of what we've got going on for you guys. But that's all I have for the moment. Thank you so much for joining us. Merry Christmas. And the docs want to kind of say a little bit more as well.
Hi out there, Dr. Mark here, Dr. Chip here. We're just wishing everybody a happy holiday season, Merry Christmas, Happy New Year. And a couple of things that Coach Eddie said there, thought we'd just challenge everybody to turn your cell phones off during your meal, least, not all day. That way your stress is down to a minimum. Stay off of Facebook, a lot of lies on there anyway. And so just want to kind of keep that under control. Definitely watching the Coach Eddie talked about the insulin spikes with combining foods. That causes a lot of inflammation in the body. And of course, you'll feel bloated, all kind of problems with that. So that's why we kind of work at keeping those separate. Dr. Chip, anything else?
Yeah, like what he said, just again, enjoy your family, enjoy your friends. Again, we talk about the foods, and again, that's important for overall health and well-being, but again, just focus on your connection with other people and just keep enjoying the holiday season, especially with all the other stuff going on in 2020. We're excited for 2021 and ready to give you more insight, more information, and help you to be a better version of yourself too.
Great. I was going to mention too that the reason we're not going to be here on the next Monday is because my son coming in from their brothers coming in from California, so we're going to be visiting him on Monday. That's why we're not having this next week. So we actually have a really good excuse. So same for you guys. Make sure, and Dr. Chip talked about, take the time to be with your friends and family much as possible, any which way you can. It has to be Zoom or whatever it is. And like I said, turn off your phones, just relax, make it a nice, relaxing day. You'll enjoy it a lot more. So again, we can catch this again at Natural Health Quincy IL on Facebook and Instagram. We'll be on YouTube and Brighteon Natural Health Quincy. That's our channels there. We appreciate any thumbs up, loves, likes, anything you can do for us. We appreciate that. And again, we'll see you next year. Anything else, guys?
I think that's it, yeah.
Well,
thank you. Merry Christmas and
Merry
Happy New
Christmas,
Year,
Happy
Happy
New Year.
Holidays.
That's right.